Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, link in the description, at tmosso@thewatchbox.com, the direct purchase and pricing question line from you to me and my crew for your questions about this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. That's tmosso@thewatchbox.com. First, I want you to know that this is factory. Second, I want you to know that this is rare. This is the Lange Sohne Datograph up-down reference 405835, platinum 950, 40.9 millimeters in diameter, with a factory invisible set baguette diamond bezel. So you can see it sits in a track between the inner and outer bezel with no individual pincers visible. It is a glorious iced out look on Lange's signature chronograph, and it does change the impression this watch makes from stolid, sober, and Teutonic to a bit raffish and flamboyant. I know some dudes down in South Florida who are all about that, and this is definitely a Miami kind of watch. Now let's take a quick look at this watch in terms of dimensions. Now it's 40.9 millimeters, so 41 millimeters for all intents and purposes. 13.4 millimeters thick, the watch measures 48.2 millimeters from lug to lug across the wrist, with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. So you're going to have a lot of options in that 20 millimeter size. Now throwing the watch on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, we get a sense of the watch's fit. It's a large watch, it's an impressive watch, but it's still wearable on a wrist as small as, in my estimation, probably about 14.5 centimeters circumference. You can see how much clearance I have on each side of my wrist. Not a ton. That said, I could go down a little bit more and wear it on a smaller wrist, but it would be a big watch. Nevertheless, it would sit squarely, comfortably, and securely. It does have a lot of mass to it, all in platinum with a sterling silver dial. A Lange Sohne gives you a ton of precious metal. Now speaking strictly of the strap, it's a factory strap. As you can see, a Lange strap, brand new, in outstanding condition, never worn. You'll get to crimp and you will get to gouge it with this, a matching platinum pin buckle. Now you can see outboard there's some facets to give it some character, but it's internally that this one sets itself apart, as the bridge is elevated over the pins on the side, meaning the strap sits inside rather than underneath the buckle. There's also a retaining bar. You can see that little retaining bar behind the pin. That's there if you have a small wrist like me. So if you do tend to use the smallest hole or even make some smaller holes, a lot of times the watch gets so tight on the wrist that you have trouble extricating it. Well, that little bar prevents the watch from getting pinned on the pin. When you buckle it down tight, that bar allows you to relieve the stress and remove the strap. Now the case band is famous and familiar. Satin finish mid-case, polished bezel, polished caseback, and then lugs that are broken out. You can see the attention to detail as Lange has arced the pusher adjuster for the date, and as you can see, it's a combination of high polish on its tops and sides and satin finish on its outer face to match the finishing of the case. The lugs themselves are all black polished, and as you can see, there's a sharp break between the lug profile and the case band. Rolling around to the baguettes, they are impressive and they are many. This is a better look than Brilliant Cut. In my opinion, baguettes, a little bit more angular, hard, rectilinear. They have more of a masculine feel to them, whereas I find Brilliant Cut gems, which have more of a twinkle and a soft profile, they're just a little bit more feminine. So if you're going to do diamonds on a guy's watch, the baguette is the way to go. On the dial, this is standard Datograph up-down. As you can see, the dial is black, but it is galvanized black sterling silver, so 925 silver underneath. There is a raised chaptering outboard that features a tachymeter scale that is calibrated in meters, so you're going to be timing, or I should say gauging, the speed of objects SI style. You have white gold applique indices, white gold hands. Note that this is a loomed watch and there will be a loom shot. Power reserve for the 60-hour reserve Dimanche down at 6 o'clock. The watch features instantaneous jumping minutes and a flyback chronograph, so you can reset and restart with a single push of the trigger. Of course, you've also, let me just make sure we're out of the date set danger zone. You can also use the pusher adjuster up at, I would say, roughly 9:45 to adjust the date, and it has the same tactile feel as a fine column wheel chronograph, which incidentally this is. Manual wind with a 60-hour power reserve, the flyback capability, and a column wheel action. Let's take a quick look at the case back, and you can see that this is a lateral clutch column wheel chronograph, which is what you want in combination with manual wind because it lets you see everything. You could see the black polished column wheel with its crenellated towers and its polished center fixing screw. You could see the yoke, the chronograph clutch just below my finger, and you could see that the bridges themselves are of German silver, all of a golden hue thanks to the copper and the nickel copper zinc anti-corrosive alloy that's used. You could see silver satin finish for all of the chronograph steel levers, bridges, and components, and then they feature satin tops, but they also feature beveled or chamfered sides, and you can see that glint and the gleam on the sides. Now I want to draw attention to the fact that there is freehand engraving on the half bridge or the balance cock, and no two of these are exactly alike because chiseled with a burin, they are executed without any kind of lathe or guiding engine, so they are always unique from watch to watch. What you'll also note is that there's black polish on, for example, the swan's neck regulator. Some of the screw heads that are used for adjustment, those that are used for fixing components in place, are kiln-fired blue, so you have both black polished and blued screws serving different purposes. There is a stop seconds function for the balance, and the balance beats away at 18,000 vibrations per hour. It has an overcoil hairspring to help it keep time beating concentrically in any orientation with respect to gravity, and the watch is adjusted in 5 positions like a chronometer would be. The movement, which is exceptionally executed, features 46 joules, and I want to focus on, let me see how close I can get, my favorite single detail here, which is the use of multiple sharp interior angles on the chronograph clutch. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and possibly a 6th, all in a compact zone that is localized entirely around the chronograph driving wheel and intermediate wheel. So right underneath my finger you have several interior angles, and I should mention they are sharply and finely finished, and there are many Geneva hallmark movements that do not feature even one interior angle. This chronograph clutch, the chronograph clutch by itself, features 5 or 6. You can see glasuta stripes across the bridges and an engine turned perlage on the base plate. The edges of all the chronograph components as well as the bridges, you can see a mirrored glinting optically smooth anglage as they all light up, glint and gleam like mirrors rounded off by hand, not with a beveling tool, not with a machine. Finally, 30 meters water resistant, but you're probably not going to test that theory. This is a timepiece for the ages. This is an impressive Lange Sohne high complication. It is also of a very different character than your standard Lange watch. If you're the orthodox Lange guy, this is probably not for you, but if you're looking to get a Lange into a collection that's full of iced out date-dates, perhaps a couple of Richard Mille, a few piece unique from Independence, and heck, who knows, maybe even a good range of vintage. This is a watch that fits that kind of eclectic and ambitious collector's taste. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com to try it out. The Datograph by Night, a watch for a collector without dogmas.